On this episode, we're going to talk about Meta versus TikTok. Who will win the death battle?
With so many different platforms,
Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter,
and their purposes evolving daily, navigating social media can be, well, complicated. Welcome to the Social Media Sucks podcast from Cubco.
Social media really sucks.
Where we unpack the latest trends and help remove the suck from social media.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Social Media Sucks podcast. You're tuning in for a dose of marketing and get what's happening in the ever-changing social media landscape.
That's right.
So today with me, we have Chris Cabanas, our beloved CEO.
What's up, guys?
And then we have Hara, our marketing manager.
Hello.
That's right.
Yes, and today we're going to talk about Meta versus TikTok and this battle between video length and
Yes.
optimization. So
Video
let's-
length and optimization?
Yeah, monetization.
Monetization.
Sorry,
Okay.
monetization. Yeah,
Got to make it straight here.
sorry.
Got it.
Got it. Exactly. So
I'm
let's
ready.
start with this Meta versus TikTok thing here. Like Meta is optimizing on Reels, introducing a new monetization initiative.
Monetization?
Monetization initiative.
Monetization. We're going to do that monetization,
They
folks.
do
Yes,
monitor things.
I'm back from Texas, and no, they're introducing this Creator Lab initiative, right?
Who's doing
so, Meta.
I knew that.
Yes,
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah, we're
I knew
Chris
that.
is totally up to date.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry. yeah. On one side, Meta is removing IGTV and this in-stream video, and on the other side, we have TikTok confirming 10-minute long video. So, what's happening? Where is the tactics and strategy behind these moves?
What's happening is the world's gone crazy is what happening. I don't know. Like, to be honest, I think TikTok is going a little bit weird because they're kind of going away from what made them great. Mm-hmm. And then I think also Facebook is also like going towards the same thing. It's like we have this issue where all the social platforms are essentially doing the same shit. And it's a problem, right? Like it is an issue for people that like want to find their specific thing that they do. And it's like, if all options are available on all platforms, what's the point, really?
Yeah.
So I think that's a problem. But I think that TikTok obviously is looking at, they have so much growth potential right now and have been growing so fast that they just want to like throw some gasoline on that fire. And so they add in the 10 minutes to sort of compete with YouTube and
Yeah.
compete with live streaming platforms and they already have live streaming, which is you can live stream for 4 hours or something if you want. But yeah, so I think it's just they see a lot of growth and they want to capitalize on that.
Yeah.
I also think that there's maybe long-term strategic thought or goal behind it. First of all, also that Facebook, they launched Reels in 150 countries, and they are pushing that on top of users' feed. So they are really working on competing with TikTok on that level. So they want to attract users to also use Meta for short-form content.
Yeah.
And TikTok is realizing, because these established platforms, they already have the long form, and creators are earning from these long form videos, obviously because of the ads and everything. And TikTok, it's a bit difficult to earn on the short form videos.
Right.
I mean, they do have their creator fund, which
Yeah.
apparently being criticized that people are not earning enough.
Yeah, it's
So
quite a little
maybe-
bit of money.
Yeah, maybe the long-term goal is to slowly introduce longer and longer formats. So maybe creators could earn more through ads or something, but that's not clear yet.
Yeah, but I think that's a good point. Like, I think when you look at how YouTube, I mean, by far, like when I look at the most money that I've ever made on social platforms has always been YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because YouTube has built in this monetization sort of way where you have the creators taking a cut of whatever they make on the ads.
Yeah, it's like ad sharing
Yeah,
program,
and because the videos are longer, then like a user's not so put off by watching a 10, 15 second pre-roll
Yeah.
or a mid-roll ad because you're watching a 10, 20, 30 minute
Yeah.
video.
The
Yes.
duration.
So, I mean, TikTok is looking at this going, well, if we want to get the best creators and we want those creators to be happy, we want them to be paid properly, then we have to increase because users are willing to sit through something, and then we can do an ad share type of a setup, because
Yeah.
right now with an ad share thing, like, it doesn't work because you'd have to put in a video in between videos, and then you're like, who do we And why would we?
And videos are already too short. Like
Yeah,
if it's 15 seconds,
yeah.
how much is
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly, right? So it's like
Yeah.
there's no
Yeah.
sort of path towards ad sharing.
Yeah.
Ad
Yeah.
share revenue because there's no option for it. So
content
they're
is too
probably
short.
looking at it going, okay, we need to get there. And then,
But that's funny though, right? Because it's in my opinion, it looks a little bit like tail chasing. So TikTok is kind of chasing YouTube now, while Meta is, catching up on TikTok in terms of this short form content. So do you
Right.
guys think it's sustainable, this competition? Like, is it sustainable for Meta to compete with TikTok, introducing, all these new features and then short form content? Or has that train already left the station?
I think the train has left the station. I really think, like, when you look at the numbers on Meta in terms of also age of the platform users, I mean, the young groups have just exited Facebook in record numbers. Like, it isn't, and Facebook is looking at this going, oh God, we've only got like 20, 30 years of our business left because, well, maybe even less, because we don't have any of the young users. And obviously we talked about this on previous podcasts. That's why they want to do the metaverse.
Exactly, yeah.
In addition, Meta has had so much pressure from the iOS update and Apple with the privacy stuff that, it's really also hard for attribution on Facebook to actually, or Meta, to see like how well our ads performing, and how much revenue are they putting in, because, basically there's a lot less tracking now. So they're feeling these pressures. And then, of course, Zuckerberg's looking at, well, if we're going to do this properly, we have to have more video on the platform, because video allows people or brands to create their audiences within Facebook, right? Like, put out a video, see like how much of that person, how many people have like
Watched.
Yes, you start with broad targeting, right? You target tons of people,
Yes.
see how many people are interested, then use your audience that way
Yes, to retarget.
versus cookies,
Yeah,
right? Because
yeah.
you don't have that option anymore. So
Yes.
so Meta is looking at this from a business standpoint going, we need more video because for advertising purposes, so that brands can use it in this way, because they can't get the attribution that they used to. So they're really
Yes.
pushing these things, and they're putting pressure all over the place. And that's why they're also looking at the metaverse, because they need to give something to the young group of, users
as
that
well.
want to do
Yes.
stuff, beyond maybe TikTok and things like
Yeah.
that.
It's
True.
interesting.
But
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, no. It's like just in terms of sustainable, that keeping the platform kind of unique to itself, and they are kind of really battling and copying each other in different ways. And in terms of if it's a sustainable way of business, I don't think so, because it's each one had its unique area, like TikTok being really culturally influenced and it's fun, and still has that element that Instagram and Facebook do not have anymore. But you don't know how it's gonna turn out, and if they want to really stay unique to their own true identity from where they started, they need to figure out a way to stay unique and figure out
Exactly.
a sustainable business plan instead of copying each other.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
In
Chris
that
mentioned
way.
in the beginning, right? Like, if
Yeah.
they are going to do the same, then what's the point here?
Exactly.
What does the creators choose? But speaking of this, like,
Yeah.
this future predictions for TikTok, because I know we talk about Meta now, but they are also just trying to catch up to YouTube with this 10-minute long video form, right? So how do you think that will change the use of TikTok for their creators and for the users when they try to capitalize on the long format?
I think for the users, it's going to be really, really good. Or for the creators, I think it's going to be really, really good. And I say that because there is huge criticism of the creator fund and the money that's in there.
It's nothing.
It's nothing. And people complain about it without understanding that,
Yeah.
well, the reason why YouTube money is so good is because of that ad share revenue.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, and that's for creators, and we see the creator economy just blowing up. Like, almost everybody and their dog is a creator nowadays. For creators, it is the good thing. Like, if TikTok can give you the reach that you don't get on other platforms, we've
Yes.
seen that, right? Like posting a YouTube your first time, like you're not gonna
No,
like it's
you need to
very
do a
rare,
lot
like-
of work, like SEO,
Versus,
to get certain views before you can
Exactly.
be eligible for ads and everything.
Versus TikTok,
Yeah.
it seems like easier to grow an audience and easier. So if they have these two parts, which is they're not capping reach like the other platforms are,
Yes.
they're allowing longer and
People
longer
to grow,
videos.
yes.
I think a lot of creators are going to go, okay, this is interesting.
Yes.
Because Facebook, Meta, Instagram, whatever the hell you want to call this group, are not letting our content get to more people. They're not giving us the revenue that we actually want. And YouTube is also maybe giving us the revenue that we want,
Yes.
but our reach is very much related to who is subscribed to us.
yeah.
And it's not getting out to a wider group.
Yeah.
So it's like the algorithms and the platform on TikTok is really well suited towards the creator and getting out to more people and being that sort of opportunity that's out there. So I really think for the creators it's going to be good. For the users, I'm not so sure. Like spending 10 minutes like watching a
It's a bit too long,
vertical video
yeah.
is maybe
Yeah.
a bit too long. So we'll have to see how that goes
Yeah.
for the users. But I do think like TikTok is creating some massive disruption in the marketplace.
Yeah.
And I think YouTube and Meta are just shaking in their boots right now because I think that and I said this in previous podcasts, like Meta, if you're listening, just open up the floodgates. You are not
Yeah.
pushing content to more people. You're holding back reach on Instagram, especially. If you want to compete, that is the only way forward. Open up the reach again. Get your
Yeah.
content discoverable, and people will get that dopamine hit saying, oh, people are seeing my stuff. I love this. I'm going to continue to post.
Create more content.
And then, oh, I'm getting paid for this as well?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm going to do more. Create more content, good
Yeah.
content. The methodology that they're using today by copying features will not win for them. They need to
Yeah.
open up the algorithms and let people see the content.
They are though doing that with Reels, and maybe that was
To
the
a
comeback
certain
to
extent.
TikTok.
but the algorithm
Yeah.
in Reels is also quite different from TikTok, right? Like the Reels algorithm is based on what you previous
Yeah.
liked and viewed or whatever. So
Yes.
they just keep exposing you to the same instead of exploring like TikTok
More.
does. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And expose you to more new
I don't
content.
know how
right?
many times like I've seen the colorblind test on Instagram Reels. Like how many colorblind test videos do I need to see?
Yeah.
Like holy
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah.
So the content's not wide enough. It really and it's because they don't have more creators and they don't have they don't have people getting that dopamine hit, so they create more. And that's the issue,
Yeah,
right?
we have a little case of tail-chasing here in terms of copying features, right? But do you guys think that YouTube should feel threatened by TikTok now capitalizing on the long form, or do you think vice versa that TikTok should be careful
there's-
with going
yeah.
for the long form? Because as you mentioned, we don't really know what it will happen for the users, but maybe
Yeah.
for the creators it will be better. But is there?
I think as soon as the 10-minute comes out and as soon as ad share revenue comes in and we start seeing that there's creators on that platform that are making more than YouTubers, like other than brand deals, which is what you see with TikTokers nowadays, but actual like sustainable revenue from the platform, then you'll see a mass exodus of YouTubers to TikTok, right?
I mean,
Or just
yeah.
a new generation
Yeah.
of YouTube like content on
I mean,
TikTok.
right now on YouTube, the big creators, they earn actually like more than 1 million or a few millions on YouTube. So it's a well established platform and creators can earn a lot. And they can live by creating content on YouTube, but they cannot live on creating content on TikTok,
Not
for
at
now
all.
at least.
Not at all.
I saw a video of some creators. They are showing how much they earn on TikTok,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like in a year they earn maybe $1,000, which is really nothing. So you have, if they can get everything on TikTok, and they are like, hey, we have more reach, and we can probably earn more, but that's probably it's gonna maybe take a few years before TikTok get to the same level of YouTube in terms of earning
Yeah.
for the creators.
I think it will
And-
take a few years.
Yeah. And creators on YouTube are doing already very well. I'm not sure if they're gonna switch,
No.
only if they can probably live on creating content on TikTok.
Yeah.
And they also do the brand deals and everything on YouTube already. It's maybe for the newcomers that it's easier to start on TikTok. You can
Yeah.
get faster famous
Yeah.
than starting on these established ones.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're right. I think I should revise my previous statement. I don't think it'll be like, Philip DeFranco is not going to leave YouTube, but, maybe a new creator that we haven't met before is going to be big on TikTok and sort of earn their.
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
Maybe also a force of habit, like being on these platforms. Like it's similar to you switching from advertising agency to automobiles. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
and
it's
also
maybe
like
different
and
industries.
if you
Might
have
start
seen
selling used cars. Down
if
like
you have seen like creators on TikTok, they started only on TikTok and then they started their YouTube channels and Instagram profiles and they grew these profiles and then they started earning from YouTube and Instagram because of TikTok. And because the opportunities are better now for creators on these established platforms. And I wanted to make a point.
she lost it.
I totally forgot.
Best point ever. It was brilliant, but
Yes,
it's gone.
but it's gone.
Is the point that they should maybe capitalize on
No, I
multiple
was actually
platforms, or-
going to say like if all the platforms are so great and they all have long form, short form, and the creator has to be on 5 different channels, like how much content can this creator create to keep their audience entertained on all these
look at Gary
platforms?
Vee.
Different
Gary
different
Vee's
audience.
like 1,000 pieces of content a day.
Yeah, but it's yeah, but
1,000.
he's like he has maybe these long videos and then different cuts and like there's a really a lot of work and maybe
a
eventually
lot of
these
strategy going into that also.
Yeah. Creators is gonna need their own agency to help them.
Yeah,
with
but
this.
that's the point. Like Gary Vee's got like a 20 or 30 person team just
Yeah,
doing
exactly.
his work for him,
Yeah.
like as a creator or as
Yeah.
an influencer.
Are we changing our business strategy?
We're becoming
Well,
creators.
I was going to tell you, like now you're no longer the marketing manager for Cubco. You're
Yeah.
the marketing manager for Chris Kubernes.
Yeah,
Okay.
for YouTubers. Okay, great.
Not the YouTubers for me. YouTubers, one YouTuber.
Yeah.
Are we gonna grow?
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think that's it. That's all we had for today. To summarize, we talked about this battle Meta is having versus TikTok, with Meta on one hand trying to do short form and TikTok expanding to long form. And we just talked about this a little bit, tail chasing kind of thing going on, and maybe that they should really reinforce their strength on each platform, because then if everybody's doing the same, then what's the point and where is the audience going to go? But we still see on TikTok, Chris at least see a different benefit for creators on TikTok as they are expanding to long form content, and they will trying to catch up to YouTube with this ad share and getting better benefits and earnings for creators. But on the other hand, with the users, let's see what happens when TikTok goes in long form. So that's it for today's episode.
Thank you so much for
Thank you so
watching
much.
Thank you.
and listening wherever you are.
Yes. So subscribe, leave your thoughts and comments and feedbacks with us.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell
share
5
our
friends.
podcast.
Listen to this podcast
Yeah.
twice, please.
Yeah, rate it. We need the we need the
Rate.
views. So thank you for
desperate.
listening and
We
tuning
need
in for
that
the next
YouTube
one.
money.
Exactly.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and stay
Thanks.
tuned
See
for
you
the next
guys.
one.
See you next time.
Bye.
This has been the Social Media Sucks Podcast.